AJ, there is some breaking news happening in the world of sport. Dr. Florio is reporting on Pro Football Talk that the Panthers have said that they are now keeping an eye on the Deshaun Watson situation down in Houston. So the Panthers are obviously a team that was allegedly interested in getting Deshaun Watson back to Carolina, where he's obviously had massive amounts of success and a lot of fans. But with the situation going off the field, that is so serious with so many legal ramifications. So many legal ramifications. Yeah. I have no idea how this whole thing is even happening still. It seems like there's a hold-in happening with him in Houston because he doesn't want to play there. He's fourth string. He has to be there. There's a lot of situations like that. Panthers are one of the teams. I didn't know there was teams legitimately still interested in the entire thing. Ian Rappaport's been saying this entire time teams are still interested, AJ.
Wait, so an actual, somebody from the Panthers publicly said we're still keeping an eye on it?
Tweet just got sent out.
Pro Football Talk reported that, yeah.
They're reporting it. So
I would imagine, though, Carolina, even if Carolina is keeping an eye on it, if they are somewhat interested, if everything gets worked out, why would you want that out there? That's not going to help Sam Darnold.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold got his fifth-year option picked up, and he's going into his first season down there, and it's been heralded as a celebration of him getting out from beneath the Adam Gase umbrella, which Ryan Tannehill found massive success in doing so in Tennessee. People are thinking the same for Sam Darnold. His price tag is not as big, though, as everybody. Even picking up the fifth-year option, it's not as huge as some starting quarterbacks could warrant or be at this exact point because Sam Darnold is still on his first contract, and we don't know yet, by the way. We have no idea. I think that's why a lot of us were excited to see him down in Carolina, but the thought of it getting out that they're still thinking about Deshaun Watson, if you're Sam Darnold, has to be a little disheartening, but I think he knew whenever he went there, he got traded to go there 1 year after they paid Teddy Bridgewater to be their quarterback. They've been very open in public that, hey, we are absolutely not going to settle until we find what we want. And we're going to move quick. We got a lot of money. We got the richest owner in the NFL. We are going to build an entirely new culture here. They're going to have to figure out how this whole thing pans out in Houston, but they're very interested in a QB for QB trade. Maybe Sam Darnold goes down to Houston with Coach Dave and Jack Easterby in a voice.
I mean, is that something that we think is a possibility for this season? Like Deshaun Watson suiting up?
There's no way, right, AJ? We talk about this on air, off air. We don't get to see you in person really ever, but I assume that you're having the same thoughts as us. How does he play? I understand he's very good at football. Deshaun Watson's very, very good at football, but there has not been a lot of noise off the field at all, and it seems like a lot of noise was there, and then it just kind of went away. But that's still there.
Maybe that's good. I mean, maybe that's what it seems like. Things, I don't know, behind the scenes are progressing at some point, right? Maybe it's good that for Deshaun, that we're not hearing much because they're working behind the scenes to get everything ironed out. I just don't know. There seems like there's too many allegations. There's too many people involved. And we
continue to have the same exact stance anytime something new comes out. I am dumbfounded about how there is still, he is still being expected to show up at work and go to practice. Yeah. And they still want him in the build. He still has to be in the building, but he doesn't want. He wants traded. Plus, there is real life shit that is super, super serious happening at the same time. I mean, that is a very confusing situation.
Well, in the NFL running their investigation too, and then that Lisa Friel leaving, that's not good. But even if there's 20 plus cases and one of them it comes out and he's guilty, it's even then, how can he even play?
Yeah, that is still very fucking real. Very serious, very terrible, not something you want in the NFL or associated the NFL with your franchise definitely as well. I don't know. It's very fascinating. I guess we'll just kind of have to see it go.